welcome back to my channel. So today I'm using a palette that is new to me, but I think this palette came out in the beginning of 2022, but the brand and the palette are new to me. So I purchased the Bunny Cosmetics Dollhouse palette. And I purchased it because, one, Blend Bunny is new to me, and I went on and got their new Sugar and Grunge palette, and I was like, well, I'm already doing an order, and pretty sure I had a coupon code from somebody else. Was it Annette? Oh shoot, I can't remember if it was Angie Nyquist, or I think it's how you say her name, or Annette from Annette's Makeup Corner. One or the other had a coupon code and I used it. And I was like, well, since I'm on here, I was like, treat myself, which is a bad habit. But I did purchase a couple palettes from them, and I also purchased their blending brush set because I wanted to see how it was. And I think the concept is really cool that they have them colored essentially to kind of give you an idea of it. Go in with the white one for your lighter color and work your way down through the gradient color story there to the darker one, being that you're going to use this for the darker color you use. So I was like, you know what, let's try it out. I'm always up for some new brushes to see how they do, even though I have my tried and true. I don't know, So I love some of my brushes. Like, I just never will give them up, and I hope they never fall apart. Kind of like my Morphe E30 brush. Like, I love, love, love this brush, and they do not make it anymore. And I don't even know if Morphe has something comparable to it. And then also my Morphe E13 brush. Because Morphe brushes, let's face it, they used to be really affordable, but like everything else, all the prices have gone up. So anyway, I treated myself to a couple of Blend Bunny's palettes because everybody was like, oh my gosh, it's so good. And I was like, oh, what have I been missing? So I did do a video on the Sugar and Grunge palette. So today I was like, you know what? I really am feeling like I want to play with some neutrals, maybe a pop of color, not really sure. I haven't really done a nice soft neutral eye in a long time. So I think with this palette, even though I'm really inclined to go into this blue, which I might do like a colorful eye on one, because I always try to do two eye looks in one video so you guys can see it, and then I don't have like, I don't know, all these extra videos. I don't really know. I just feel like I get to use more of the palette when I do two different eyes for the sake of the video. So I think I really want to do like a soft neutral eye to see how those neutral palettes, or those neutral colors work, those neutral mattes. But then I also want to do maybe an eye look with a pop of color. Like these greens look really nice. They're nice and grungy, but I just did a grungy look. This purple's pretty. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do today. And if you want to see what I end up doing, then just keep watching. And you get a nice mirror. Oh, you get a nice mirror in here. Nice full size. I didn't take the plastic stuff off yet. It doesn't distort my face. So I appreciate that. But like I said, I think I want to go in with some nice neutral. So I think I'm going to go in with this color here, Pose. It's a nice neutral, almost like a cool tone nude color. I'm going to tap that off. And I'm going to take this Blend Bunny B5 brush. It's nice and fluffy. And let's see. It's a very light color, so I'm not really sure. Might be too close to my skin tone. But I feel like, oh, it does. Okay, so I was thinking it had like a little bit of a lavender-esque undertone to it, and you can see that. Can you see that? So that's pretty. Build that up. And then blend it out, because this is going to be my transition shade. And I'm going to bring that up towards my brow. That is so pretty. I'm going to bring it under the under eye. So now what I want to do is I'm going to go in with this vintage color here. It's like a brown, but it has more of like a, I'm gonna say like that. It looks more cool tone to me. So I'm gonna put that out here. Let's see. Yeah. So it is. It's pulling more of like that purplish, cool undertone. Even though when you look at it, you think, like me, when I initially looked at it, I was like, oh, that's just like a lighter brownish color, but it's got like that purple undertone. I'm going to go back in with that first brush and soften that edge. These are blending out really nice. They're layering pretty nice. And through here, I'm just going to deepen that color a little bit more. So they really are. They're really layering nice. I don't feel like one is taking away from the other, which sometimes I feel like with mattes, especially like lighter neutral ones. I'm going to tap that off, and I'm actually going to bring that color down close to that lower lash line. Oh, and I'm using the Blend Bunny Cosmetics B4 brush. It is really hard for me to not go in to a shimmer. I want to go in with this deep marionette colors. I don't feel like I've used a deep color in a while. And I think just for the sake of the video, I want to go in with one of these Blend Bunny Cosmetics. This is the B2 brush, so it's short and it's like dense. I'm getting some fallout. Don't mind my eyelash. Okay, so I'm not a fan of that. So I'm gonna go in with that Morphe M124 brush. I'm gonna pick that color up, Marionette. And let's do that. I know, I was like, oh, I want a nice soft neutral eye. And then I'm like, I go in with this dark color. It's okay. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick that up and I'm gonna get it wet. I am getting some, you know, application of it. I just feel like this isn't, I don't know, going down necessarily how I want it to. I don't know. So there's that. Let me pick it up with my finger. So here it is. That is a very nice coppery toned, like a deep coppery color. But if you look here in the palette, like see this here, this is the vintage color that I used, and looking in the palette, they look similar, so I thought they were going to look really nice together. But putting that vintage color on, it pulled more cool tone, more of like a purple undertone to it. So I think I was thinking that was going to happen with this Marionette color, and it did not. So I'm not super thrilled with my choice right there, but that's okay. We're going to make it work. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this B1 Blend Bunny brush, and I'm going to pick up this Fasten color. Fasten? I don't know. It looks like it's going to be a deep chocolate brown. Again, I said I wanted to do a nice soft neutral eye, but you see, plans can change. Plans can change. So I think I want to deepen up just this outer corner with this dark color, and that's a dark chocolatey brown. And then I'm going to go back in with that Marionette color, and I'm going to place that over top to get a nice blend. And I do, like I said, I'm getting a lot of fallout, but I do have eyelash stuck to my face. It wiped away all right. It's okay. So there it is so far. And then I think what I want to do, because I want to try to salvage this and lighten it up. So I'm going to go in with this color tool. And I'm going to pick that up on this Beauty Bay Hide and Sleek brush, just a flat brush. So, I mean, looking at it, it looks like it's going to be like a golden champagne-y color. It's really soft in the pan. I don't know if you can see me dipping into that. It is really soft, but it looks like it has like a pink shift to it. And we're about ready to find out. So I'm going to apply that in here. Okay, good. I think that might pull more of that champagne-y color, that goldish. So I'm going to get it wet. As always, I'm using my Morphe Luminous Setting Spray. I'm going to pick that up. It is wet. I'm going to pat that. It is a very soft color, and I had quite a bit on my brush, so there's that. Pick a little bit more up. Kind of pat that over. I'm going to bring it in a little bit farther into that marionette color because, like I said, the eye look started to get dark, and that's not really what I was looking for. Like that. And then I'm going to go back in with that Morphe M124 brush, pick up that marionette shade. Just again, tap over where those two meet up, just to get a nice blend. So you get that nice gradient effect. Like that. And then I think what I want to do for underneath the eye is I'm actually going to go back into that deeper color that I put on the outer corner, and I'm going to pick up, not that brush, I'm going to pick up a flat definer brush, and this is the Luxie 221 flat definer brush. I'm going to dip into that color, and I'm going to go right along that lower lash. And I think I went in with the B1. I don't know, it throws me off because these brushes, like the tips of them look very similar. So I'm going to go in underneath and soften where I put that deep chocolate color. Just to blend it out like that. And then what am I going to do with my inner corner? Oh, you know what? I think I'm going to go in with Porcelain. It's just this light neutral matte color, and I'm going to pick that up on this ColourPop E29 brush. It's just small to get right into that inner corner and bring it in a little bit like that. Oh, it looks so pretty. It really does. It's really pretty. I feel like I haven't done a neutral eye, brown eye look in a while. So I'm going to leave that eye just like that. I'm going to clean my brushes off, and then we're going to hop over to the other eye. I honestly don't know. So like it cleans off the bristles. I don't know if like the sponge is fairly soft, and this is what it looks like underneath. So it catches, you know, that shadow in the bottom of the tin, and then I clean it. But I just don't know if it does anything to the integrity of the bristles, you know, of the brushes. I don't know if it's less aggressive than washing them. I don't know. Alright, let's jump over to this other eye, and I really feel like it's gonna need some color. So, I think to start off, I don't know, I think I'm gonna end up staying in this row here with the blues and the purples and the purple down at the bottom, maybe some pink, not really sure, but anyway, let's start off with Hold Me. It's this light lavender lilac color, and I'm gonna pick that up on that Blend Bunny B5 brush. Oh, that's so pretty. It doesn't look patchy. It's applying really nice. Let's see if it'll blend out. I really appreciate when I can use a matte color and it blends out nicely, that it doesn't take away from the color when I try to soften the edge a bit. And also when they layer over top of each other, like these colors over here layered over top of each other, very nice. One didn't take away from the other, and they didn't blend in together and get muddy looking. You know what I mean? So I will say that I am really thrilled with this Blend Bunny, you know, for that. Just for that their matte seemed to do that. I'm gonna go under the eye. These brushes are more dense than I think I would like for what I'm doing, but maybe that helps with the application of it. I don't know if I went in with like my Morphe brush and blended it. Nah, still seems good. So anyway, let's move on. I want to go in with No Strings. It's the next color down. It's more of a mid-tone purple. Tap that off. I'm gonna put that here in the crease. And bring it down. And then I'm gonna go back in with that prior brush. And soften the edge between the two. Like that. They blended really nice. I could go all purple. So I could go like purple and then use this color up here. It looks like it has a shift between a pink and a purple, but I really want to use that blue, that glass eyes, and I really want to use this imaginary. So I'm going to go into this imaginary color, and I'm going to pick that up on this Morphe M124 brush out here. Or I'm not. Let me pick that color up with my finger. Here it is on my finger. You can see it's a super soft color. So apply that there, and then I think I'm gonna pick some up on my brush and I'm gonna get it wet. Like that. I'm gonna bring it in a little bit further and pick some more up on my finger. I don't feel like I'm getting like the color amount on here and payoff that I'm looking for. There we go. That was better. So I think using my finger I got more of the color payoff. So I'm just building that up a bit. Like that. I'm gonna clean that brush off, and now I'm gonna go into that glass eyes color. This one here. This blue. Pick that up. Ooh, that's pretty. And I'm going to place that in the middle. And over top of where that purple ended, I'm going to apply a little bit of that over top. I'm going to bring it in a bit. I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to get it wet. Ooh. Okay. That's a really pretty color. I'm going to clean that brush off and I'm going to pick up some more of that imaginary color and again apply it over where they meet, just so I can get that nice blend and that gradient effect. That is really pretty. I do love my colored shadows. Apply some more of the blue. Like that. Clean that brush off, and then I think I really want to know what this color looks like. This lace color. It looks like white, but with like gold shimmer to it. So I am going to pick some of that up. At least I think I'm going to. Not very much is coming up. So that might be more translucent than what I'm thinking, but let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick that up on my finger. That's what it looks like. Wow. Let's go ahead and put that in here. Oh my goodness. Wow. That is so pretty. That is so pretty. That is so pretty. So I'm going to pick up some more of that. And I'm going to get it wet. And I'm going to bring it a little bit further into the inner corner. Like that. Oh my gosh. That is so pretty. I absolutely love shimmers and the glitteries and the shimmeries and the everythings. So I think what I want to do is I'm going to leave that like that, and then I'm going to go in with this cinched color. It's a really deep purple, so I'm going to pick that up on this Luxie 221 flat definer brush, and I'm just going to, again, I take the palette and I dip the brush right in it so it just gets on the top of those bristles. And then that way I just go in and I'm going to stamp that color out here and along the lower lash line. And I'm going to bring it up a little bit, and I'm actually going to bring a little bit into the lash line on the upper part. And then I'm going to take, because I can't remember again which one, but I want a brush that's it's slightly dense but slightly fluffy so it blends out. So I'm going to take this Blend Bunny, the B4 brush, and I'm going to go into that prior color, No Strings. I'm going to pick that up, and I'm going to use that color to blend out that lower lash line. So I'm going to go right underneath. And blend that out. And then bring it up. And then I actually think I'm going to take this B2 brush from the Blend Bunny. I'm going to go back into that deeper cinched color. And I think I want to deepen this outer corner just a smidge. I'm just going to stipple that color in there. Again, just to add a little definition to that outer corner. And into that crease a little bit. Like that. Color applied really nice. Like, it does not look patchy at all. So I think I'm going to go ahead and take that very first brush and then soften just the edge of that. Like, look how nice that blended out. Just very lightly. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it like that. I'm going to hop off. I'm going to go ahead and finish up with some eyeliner, and I don't know that I'm going to do lashes today. I don't feel like I'm feeling it. I feel like the last time I had lashes on, I went a little heavy with the glue, and then it just felt like yucky pulling those lashes off. So I think I'm going to skip the lashes today. But I'm going to go ahead and do some mascara and some eyeliner, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here is the finished look. I went ahead and used this LA Girl Shockwave neon eyeliner in Fresh in my waterline here. It's super pretty. I love these. I got them on sale. They stay exactly where you put them, and they're so vibrant. I don't feel like the camera picks it up as much as like I can see it in person. And then on this eye, I used the same thing, the LA Girl Shockwave metallic eyeliner. So this one's neon, this one's metallic, and this is in Lullaby. So just a nice neutral creamy color. And then I went ahead and used my MAC lip liner in Naked Liner. It's really pale neutral. And then I went ahead and used the new Kosas Wet Stick, and this is in the color Malibu, which is a cool mauve pink. Here it is. So I used that over top just to get a nice muted mauve pink lip. So anyway, let me go ahead and close my eyes so you can see. Again, like I said, I didn't put any lashes on. Hopefully this picks it up. So I did go ahead and go back in with this deep purple color because I don't know. I just didn't feel like doing a wing liner today, and I like it because it seems like a nice soft eye look. So I went ahead and just did that on my upper lash just to deepen the lash area a little bit. But I didn't do any eyeliner up there. I was like, I'm not doing a wing. I just don't feel like it. I know initially I went in saying I wanted to do a nice soft neutral eye, and this got, you know, to be a bit darker than what I was looking for or what I wanted. But anyway, that is what I did. I didn't put any lashes on. I just used my What is this? This is that Roller Lash. It's Benefit. I think it's called, oh yeah, Roller Lash. This was just one of the little mini ones I had. I do like the brush because I feel like it gets into my little tiny lashes on my lower lash line really well. So let me go ahead and zoom out and we'll talk about it. You know, I know I'm not like sitting here like oohing and eyeing, but I think I'm trying to take it all in because it's a lot, because I've been introduced to quite a few new brands lately. But in all honesty, when I go back and look at it, the way the mattes perform and the shimmers have all performed, they go on so nice. Like, it looks really good. Now, the colors were a little bit deceiving. Like, I was like, oh, this looks like it'd be like a cool tone brown, and then it pulled more purple, and I was like, oh, okay. And then, like, you know, this darker shimmer. So I think maybe swatching or playing around with the colors a little bit before you put it on might be a good idea, because I was really surprised by, like, how they turned out to be like, oh, okay, I really thought this dark color was going to be like the one that was in the crease, and then it wasn't. So I was like, ah! You know, that happens with makeup. That's why you're playing with it. You know, that's kind of the fun part about it. But just as like a side note, if you're like, hey, I'm in a hurry and I'm doing this look, maybe just do a little swatch and then you could actually see what the color looks like before you put it on your eye. And then you're like, crap, that's not what I was expecting. Because, you know, then you get into that whole snowball effect. If you're like, oh, this is what I was expecting. And then you're like, I don't like this eye look, blah, 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 blah. You know, that type of thing. So to save yourself from that, maybe swatch it first. But as far as how everything performed, these mattes are super delightful. Now I have it upside down because of the mirror, but I mean, there's so many options in here as far as like cool tone neutrals. You get quite a bit of shimmers. You get a gradient effect. So going from, I don't necessarily know that I would say starting from here, but like here you do. You get like a nice gradient effect from a lighter pink to a mid-tone, but then you get to this deeper, darker. Let's see what that is. Yeah, that's like a plum. So, you know, looking at it, I'm like, oh, that's really deep. That's really dark. It's called, is that called plum or plume? I don't know, because there's an E. But anyway, maybe if I turn it the right way and just hold that back, it's like they set it up so you would kind of know how to get like this gradient effect, and then you have a shimmer, but then you can also go from here down and go darker, or go through the colors here and then add on something lighter. Does that make sense? They threw in a blue for a pop of color. I appreciate that. Same thing here. You can go lighter to darker, or you could go lighter to here and then add that nice light inner corner. So there's a lot of versatility. Is that a word? Versatility? This palette is very versatile. There's a lot of options. You just have to look at it as a whole. And then kind of like break it down into smaller components. But again, here's a lighter pink, here's a mid-tone, and then you're going to go into your deeper plumish color, and then you could use this shimmer, or you could use this shimmer. So it's just, you know, it gives you a lot of options, and the mattes have all performed very nice. I mean, I'm very animated, I have very hooded eyes, so when, you know, you're looking at me straight on like this, I know my lid touches that upper portion. I'm not getting a whole lot of transfer with the shimmers, and I do tend to go up higher. Oh, it's on my nose. Okay, just never mind that. But I'm not getting a lot of transfer from those colors, and the mattes blending them, even though they're lighter mid-tone and trying to go through that gradient effect, I don't feel like they mixed and made like a mucky mess. Even sitting here talking now, you know, because again, my upper part does touch down here, I'm not getting a mixture of those colors, and I really absolutely appreciate that. So I'm a little sad I'm a little late to the game with this brand. I am excited to see what else they come out with. I do have one more palette from them, but if you are looking for a nice neutral, like if that is your comfort zone but you want to work with some pops of colors, or if you're like, hey, I'm not really into makeup, like I don't even know where to begin, I do suggest looking into this company and investing in a palette like this. Again, I paid for this myself, I don't get anything for it, but I feel like the mattes are very forgiving and they're very easy to work with. So I don't think they're going to defer somebody from wanting to get into makeup or starting to practice. Like, I think this is a very good palette to get in, to use, to practice, to figure out how to do your makeup to your liking and experiment with it. And it gives you quite a few color options. So I do absolutely feel like I am enjoying this company, the brand, the formulas. I am. So I do. I think I recommend it. I always suggest trying to get a sale. And I know people are like, oh, these are small companies, these are indie companies. But, you know, they give out a coupon code for a reason. Like, they want new customers, you know? So saving that 10% is good for you, but it's also good for them because they're getting a new customer. You know what I mean? So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am really, like, excited about this eye look. Even this one's really nice. Like, I could wear this one to work. Anyway, sorry, I was just, like, looking at myself in the mirror again. I'm like, ooh, you look nice. I mean, obviously not together, but you know what I mean. So, anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. I hope this video helped you decide whether you wanted to try this company, you want to look at the palette. If you have it and you love it, let me know. If you have it and you hate it, let me know that too. Let's talk about it. I do appreciate hearing from you guys, you taking the time out of your day to message me and comment and what have you. I do appreciate it. Please subscribe. I really appreciate it when you do. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Yeah, so please subscribe, give it a thumbs up. Anyway, so that is all I have to say, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or evening or whenever you're watching this.